How's it going, y'all? Back with a new damn video. Let's get right down to it. I know I'm late by like 2-3 days. Doesn't matter. Whatever. Listen, the Eagles beat the Cleveland Browns. I'm here to talk about the Browns game for a little bit. Trying to make it too long. But I really want to talk about this Nick Sirianni. Now, Nick Sirianni is probably going to be the whole topic of this video anyway because of the antics after the game, including some of the calls in the game, and a lot of other stuff. Let's get down to it. So the Eagles beat the Browns 20-16. I guess, okay win, good win. Reality, I get it. You could look back and say, if they don't block that field goal, we win the game 20-6 or 20-9 or whatever. And really, if the offense actually got more moving, we beat them by more. Defensively, I'll say this. I give the defense hella credit. And the reason I say this is because I don't care what NFL team you're playing. Yeah, you could be playing the Cleveland Browns or playing this or playing that. I don't care who you were playing. When you hold a team without a touchdown the entire game, they had only points they scored were field goals. I give you credit. Yeah, they had a touchdown in the game, and the touchdown they had in the game was because of a blocked field goal that we went up to kick a field goal. They blocked it and returned it. Other than that, defensively, they held them to no touchdowns. They didn't score a single touchdown, just field goals. Give them credit on that part. And for the 2 weeks that we had time to study, Vic Fangio did his job. Good to him. He actually did his thing. But Nick Sirianni and that offense and those other coaches had 2 weeks to prepare for the Cleveland Browns. A whole bye week and all that to prepare for these guys. 2 weeks to prepare for the worst team in the league. Really, in my personal opinion, I don't think they're the worst team. I don't. I think they have a really good defense. I've always said that. They have some solid players. I think it's Deshaun Watson holding them back. I think he don't give a shit. He's making his money. He don't care. Long story short, whatever. But you had time to prepare for that at home. And you come out kind of flat. Still, through 5 games of our season, in the first time in Eagles franchise history in a long, very, very, very long time. Shit, I think since damn Richie Kotite was the coach or something like that. First quarter, we scored 0 points in the first quarter of games through 5 games. 0 points in the first quarters. Not a field goal, not a touchdown, nothing. And I thought this week we were going to do it. I remember watching, man, we have this opportunity to do it. And we were getting close. We were having these good drives, or we're moving around. And next thing you know, the first quarter ended. I said, fuck, we didn't. I was like, the streak continues. But really, though, these slow starts kill us. And what else kills us is this. Going back to Nick Sirianni. I know he's getting a lot of, flack, but personally, he deserves it. The reason I say that is because he came out and said, last year, Brian Johnson was the scapegoat. Looking at his scapegoat that blamed him for the offense, yada, 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 yada. But now I look back at it. This is the same offense from last year. Granted, they might be a tad bit better, and the reason I say that is because last year, it comes out that Nick Sirianni basically took his playbook of his plays and handed it to Brian Johnson and said, here you go. Here's my playbook. Yes, you are the offensive play caller, but you'll call my plays. But you call them, when you want. The reason it might look better than last year's is because Kellen Moore is a more experienced play caller. He's been calling plays in the league for almost 6-7 years or something like that now. So, of course, you can hand him any playbook. And he'll know when to, once he studies the offenses, he'll know when to study these plays and when to call them in the certain situations. See, offensive coordinating is actually one of the hardest jobs in all of football. If you are the actual play caller of the offense and you're an offensive coordinator, it's one of the toughest jobs. Because it's not just call a play, go out there and run it. It's situation and all. There's a lot of stuff that is involved in it. But this does not look like a Kellen Moore offense. The first game of the season, week 1, I saw something. I was so excited. I said, man, there was a lot of motion. There was a lot of trickery play actions, under center a little bit. There was mixtures of things, and everyone was getting the ball. AJ had 100-something yards. Smitty had this many yards. Barkley had 3 touchdowns. AJ had a touchdown. It was just, the ball was going everywhere. And I said, man, if we can do this and Hurts can clean it up with the interceptions and the fumbles or whatever was going on, I said, man, we can really, really get this back on track. The offense looked night and day, play calling wise. And then when we just went right back to looking like Nick Sirianni's offense, it doesn't make any sense. And somebody did a side-by-side on Twitter. I saw they pulled up not Cowboys, Kellen Moore offensive, play calls. They pulled up Chargers from last year. Kellen Moore's offense from last year with the Chargers and put it side by side with Eagles. It looks nothing like his. This is not his plays. This is, once again, Nick Sirianni lying to us, saying that, hey, this is my offense, this is not my offense, it's Kellen Moore's. And then all this talk all offseason. I remember Jalen Hurts saying, man, 95% of this whole offense is different. It's new. It's a whole new offense. We're under construction. We're a whole new, damn plays and shit. I don't see a damn difference. I really don't. And then the crazy thing about this is that, like, I'll look at, for example, a lot of games this year, they love doing play action without running the ball. They love just play action and then try to throw it out of the shotgun. What happened this game? They ran the ball a pretty solid amount and did no goddamn play actions. It was a shotgun drop back throw. When they did throw, I'm saying. Barely ran RPOs, barely ran read options. It was just that go vertical. Look. And then we get down to the whole, I think it was that 3rd and 1 over was before going to, first off, there was a minute and 15 seconds left before it goes to halftime. You had the ball with 3 timeouts, and you hit a couple passes, and these guys are just lollygagging down the field, just walking. It's like, come on, hurry it up, let's go. I don't. Then finally get in a situation where they had to throw it. I think it was 3rd and whatever. Hurts takes a sack. Some people looked back at it and said, well, you could blame Sirianni, but really blame Hurts because they said he checked out of it. I didn't really look at it, checked out of the play. But really in that situation, all you have to do is run the ball and then kick the field goal. And I think they make the field goal. Instead, no, Hurts or whoever it was, all the ball out of the play made it 4 verticals. And you can see them bringing the heat. He takes the damn sack. And when he takes the damn sack, it's the field goal. It's in field goal position, and it's pushed way back. He goes to kick it. It's blocked. It was ridiculous. That was just bad situational football. And then I even look at plays like, for example, the whole Saquon Barkley early on in the game. They hand the ball. He hit this. There was a big hole over here. He hit it, and he hit it hard. He hit it so hard that he wasn't. I don't know how to say. He wasn't redirectioning. He was just big hole. He accidentally slammed into Landon Dickerson, his lineman, and when he slammed into him, he fell down. But everyone said, man, if he did not fall into his own player, because as soon as he saw it, he just went full speed, boom. If he would have hit the hole, he would have been one-on-one with a safety, and I guarantee he would have beat that safety. He probably got a huge touchdown, maybe 60-something yards, literally. But as a coach, you see that and maybe go, damn, okay, ran into the guy. But you don't just go, you don't go away from him. That's just proof of his explosiveness or the plays he can, make happen. You keep giving him the ball. See, I don't understand how the run here, run there, then they like to throw. Like the first few plays of the game, what was it? A run and then vertical down the right side, then the left side, and this side, and then punt the ball. Like it's like, dude, there's no. They barely ran any slants, any mesh concepts. Nothing until like the late second quarter, and then the one where Devontae Smith scored, I think the 3rd or 4th quarter. Like it's like this is stupid, man. It's predictable football, and you had 2 weeks to prepare for this fucking team, and you do this shit with these weapons. This guy's a joke, man. Sirianni. But I know I'm all over the place. I'm just really upset. But now we got Nick Sirianni after the game goes up and starts chirping at the goddamn fans. The Eagles fucking fans. He's chirping at us. Rah, 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 getting all crazy. This and that. And he says something. Buddy, maybe they're chanting in the stands, fire Nick, run the fucking ball, or whatever they're saying to you. You barely beat the Cleveland Browns. You shouldn't have shit to fucking say. You really shouldn't. Okay? Now, there is some things that just came out recently about some Reddit post, which if I can find a link to it, I'll put it below. It was on Twitter. It was trending on Facebook, on Twitter. Not trending, but, it was people popping up. Some guy allegedly says that he was the guy that was yelling at Sirianni, and he tells what Sirianni yelled back to him. He said he was heckling Sirianni since the first quarter. And he said Barkley ran the ball, picked up 5 yards. I screamed, your running back picked up fucking something about your star running back picked up 5 yards. Run the fuck again, pick up more 5. Run the ball. He said he had a lot more to say, and then he said eventually we won the game, and I put it below. But long story short, it wasn't a good look. And even if it was like a friendly, like there was one guy heckling you right there, and after the game you decide to just go up and blow up on him, I would rather you Go up, literally walk up near the stand and go to him and talk a little bit. Because even if the camera's caught that, they can say, hey, he's talking to one guy. It looks like you're talking to that whole section of the stadium going, hey, fuck you, motherfuckers. Fuck yeah. You can do that if we won the Super Bowl. If we won the Super Bowl, after all this, fire this guy, he sucks. We won the Super Bowl, and you do. I don't care. Do it. Go all the way. And the media wouldn't care about it. We love it. We love it. You gave back to fans that shit all over you. But this shit, this is not a good look, man. And I know he came out and apologized. He backpedaled. You know, that's not how I should act, and yada, yada. And I think it's also because they said some of the players got in his head. Brandon Graham and some other guys were saying, no, we want the old Sirianni back, the 2022 Sirianni back. If you're telling us to get back into form, we need you back in form. We need you to bring that energy, bring that type of guy that you were. And it looks like he's trying to do that. But I don't know anything. I don't know any other coach who would do that. Especially you just have to beat the Cleveland Browns by only 4 points. I don't know. I can continue to go on, but it just, I give so much time and energy into this shit. It really actually seconds me. Now we're on to the Giants, and I honestly think this is going to be a hard game. It's going to be a very tough game. I don't think we even win it, to be real with you. I mean, I hope we do, but Giants got a real good defense. I mean, really good defense. And I think they're going to get Malik Neighbors back for this game. The guy's a stud, man. He's a beast. They're getting Neighbors back. Their offense is doing okay. Of course, they still have Daniel Jones, but you know. I don't know. This is going to be a big game. It's the Barclays return to MetLife. There's going to be a lot of hype around it, especially coming off this Nick Sirianni issue with screaming at fans and stuff. The media's already running that. Everywhere you look, they're screaming up, talking about that. It's a huge game. I'll get more into it this week. You guys, comment below on your thoughts. It's getting really long with this video. I'm very sorry. But comment below on your thoughts. How do you guys feel about the win, the Sirianni situation, the Giants game? It's going to be a lot. But let's go, Birds. I'm out. Peace. See you all down the road. We'll see you all later on this week. Go Birds. Sirianni, man. Clean this shit up, please. Please, I beg you, man. Let Kellen Moore call the plays. His playbook.